Welcome, Newt. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we're back. With a whole new what? Uh, whole new approach to things. We're doing city building, strategy games, simulators, stuff like that. And I've been waiting on this game for a very long time. City Skylines 2 got its issues, but I'm enjoying it for what it is. We're gonna start from scratch, and this city's only gonna be on stream every Friday. If you miss it, the stream will be. I'll post it to YouTube, like an edited, trimmed down version, maybe, and then I might keep the replays up on Twitch as well, um, so that way you can catch it if you're not free on Fridays. I'm gonna try to put out another YouTube video during the week as well, like a separate series, like maybe another city, independent from this one. So, yeah, with that being said, there are some graphical things that might pop up while we play. A lot of it's bug related to the game itself. We're just waiting on new game. I think I'm gonna do Lakeland, honestly. But these are the maps available. San Francisco and Tampere are the pre-order bonus maps. San Francisco is obviously San Francisco, and then Tampere is actually where Colossal Order is located, based on their studio location. That's kind of cool. Two extra maps. All the other ones are base game maps, and for the most part, they're pretty good. The only problem is there's not really a good map that's flat, and with how poorly this game can handle terrain height, sometimes it can be a bit frustrating. Like, I would not want to try and build on Mountain View. But Lakeland has got almost 50% buildable area. We've got every resource available, so. Oh man. So yeah. Anywho, we're off to a great start. We've banned 2 people. I've been live for 10 minutes. Dear God. Dear Lord. In heaven. Anywho. The Lakeland's got water. I love water. It's got almost 50% buildable area. The theme is European, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do North American, and then we'll actually have like a European section. A band train choo choo. That's right. See this work? Like, does this work?
I'm in danger.
Hell yeah, get wrecked. So we got pretty good climate. This game is different from City Skylines 1 in that every map has its own seasons, and they're based on what hemisphere you're in. Like, your time zone and everything changes based on where you actually are located, which is really cool. The only problem is the season, like what season it is, the time of day, and the temperature and stuff affect the color scheme of what you're seeing. If you're familiar with City Skylines 1, they call them LUTs. And that changes, like, with the seasons and stuff, so it's might get some weird colors sometimes. But other than that, pretty cool feature. So we're going to do Lakeland. We'll name our city later. We'll let it start with Odenville. That sounds great. I'll get the chat to help me name the city later. I'm actually gonna turn natural disasters off for now until we get situated. I think we might Bandsville, right? We definitely don't want to unlock everything. We definitely don't want unlimited money. I don't need any extra tutorials. We pretty much got the handle of things. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna turn natural disasters back on. If my city square gets blasted by a tornado, we'll ban Newt. So yeah. So Lakeland, North American theme. Oh. We'll see how this runs. All the tests I did were okay, but of course, as soon as I go live, shit will happen. That's right, get wrecked. Don't I have a whole section of GIFs? Yeah, I do. Alright. So here we are. I'm gonna pause right away. So this is our map. Holy schmolies. Actually pretty. This was 50% buildable area? Good lord. One thing I do wish they change is the once you hit the map border, it's just like flat textures. It can look kind of weird if you zoom far enough away. How bright the sun is in that water too. But we've got this whole little section here to start with, and we have like a little starting grid. We might make use of that, we might not. I think I turn the music off. Turn that off. Can I see anything? No, I cannot. It's kind of weird you can't see your resource deposits at the beginning, because that dictates a lot of what you're trying to do. Like, I have no idea where, like, farmland and stuff is that might cause problems. We do have some natural water reservoirs, or aquifers, I think is called. Oh, we don't have... We do, actually. We have a power connection. I think what I'm going to do is actually make our own power and export the excess. It's a good way to make money in the beginning. That's something new to City Skylines 2, is you can actually export our excess, and or you can just not build power at all and completely pay for it and import it. Kind of neat. But these water things are important if you're using ground supplied water, because you can actually pollute these and kill everyone. So we don't want to do that. We also need to look at our water flow. It's going this way for our pumps. Eventually we'll want to get the treatment plants, because we're going to be having, I would think, buildings and stuff along all this coastline. Really, really pretty. What I kind of want to do is have like a main highway. Let me get out of this water view. This main highway, I just delete this whole thing. But this main street comes straight through and have like a really large roundabout. And then we have kind of like our 4 directions. I think that might be pretty cool. So yeah, let's do that. What is this? This is just a simple 4-lane, and then we have a roundabout into a 4-lane again. I don't necessarily... We don't have really roundabouts, do we? We have the teensy, teeny weeny newts in a bikini. Shoot. I guess we'll just leave that as it is right now. And then as we unlock stuff, we'll come back in, add to it. Alright. So where should our first... I don't even want to set them. I really wish I could see where my resource... oh yeah, we need to look at the wind direction, because that'll dictate where our industrial district goes. So the wind is blowing north. So what we don't want to do then is put our industry here, because that's going to blow it right over all the people. So maybe the industry kind of back our borders. Suppose we could put the industry up here in this top corner. That might look cool. Put our industry up here and then have our first settlement going down here. Let's do that. Let's do this. So, how do we want to do it? Kind of like I said, I want to have a big roundabout here eventually. For now, we'll just have a simple 2-lane. Do you have any contours? So it's mostly flat, but not really. Unfortunately, with this game, a lot of times you just want to flatten it, because this game does not handle changes in terrain very well. We come down. I also don't want to just have a bunch of grids. I'm not a big fan of straight grids. But to start with, probably not a bad idea. Let's see. Have this line up with the roundabout. I love how I said I'm not a big fan of grids. To start with, it's probably the most efficient. And then we've already got an intersection here. Let's just bridge there. Something like this. And connect. Be a pretty decent start. And then we wanted our industry up here. I really would like to put key walls around all this. It's going to take a little bit of time and effort. And then what do we have? It's a little hilly here, but not too cool. Let's see, what kind of order do we want? Like a 4-lane road? There's a trick to making this work. So ideally what you're supposed to do is to make a little section that's slightly higher. Offset a little bit. That's the wrong I've done and get here. What's up, Cohen? How you doing? Welcome in to Alpha struggles to make key walls in this game because they made it really ridiculous. Do you want to have like a layer, something like this, and then you kind of draw it around, and then you make your wall on that. Problem though is this is really high. We'll make it work. So then what happens is you come in with this, and now you've got, say you've got the wall, and so once you build that, you can then delete all the terrain in front of it, and the water will come up to it. It's just a really annoying process to make what should have been something relatively simple. Yeah, I think we're just gonna and come back in, because that cliff we made was way too tall. Weird issues going on with the water. But yeah, we're starting a brand new city tonight, so kind of excited what I'm doing with my terrain. I am making it worse. I have made this worse. Definitely made this. That's not terrible. Come back in and flatten all. Yeah. But that's how you're supposed to make the key walls in this game. Or Quay, or however. This is going to be our starting industry area, is going to be like along this coastline right here. Be kind of neat if later on we can stick a harbor in here. Would be kind of cool. Yeah. I don't know if I want to keep the starting grid either. I haven't decided. I'm going to spend 3 hours trying to set this up properly. Shift terrain, we want to raise it. Smith. Follow coastline, or wherever you want your wall to go, essentially. See if we can at least just get it right here. The rest we can. So I want to do like a 4-lane thing. Is that gonna work? I think that's what we want right there, isn't it? There. And then we should be able to see how this is working now. Follow what we just made. This one's grumpy, isn't it? But we've got the wall here, but you're like, oh, there's all this land. Yeah, you come in and delete it. So it's a whole lot of work just for a freaking quay wall, right? With some really random trees down there. And they also made all this terraforming free. Really should delete these random bushes underwater that don't like get deleted. Kind of funny. All right, so there is the beginning of our go us. We've successfully destroyed the terrain. Really ugly wall. All right, pause. Let's see if we can't level this back up. We'll come back in and finagle the rest, the other side. So I figure we'll have a road just coming in straight in right here and then loop into down here. Good place to do it. Like that, and then let's just go ahead and upgrade this road as well, since it's going to be the main industry road in. And then something cool you can do as well is if you put the roundabout in the wall, it makes these neat little sections that jut out. I think they look really cool. I've seen a lot of the other streamers or content creators using that, and it just looks really neat. At least I think. Go ahead and flatten out some more back behind here. I really should have made like a ramp or something. Drag that road in. Always fix it later. That'll at least get us started. And draw in kind of a unique industry area. And as we unlock some more of these tiles, we'll be able to do a bit more. Alright, so let's go ahead and start it. And we'll, like I said, I want to make our own power. And that power connection's there. So, I mean, we could stick a power plant right here. That way we're just exporting it right away. That's a really big building on a really tiny island part here. I think it'd be better if we just ran power line. Kind of expensive. We could probably put that here and ran power lines kind of across. Out, over, and then I think these will cross. Go. So now we're connected to the outside world, and we're making our own power. So we actually should be able to make a little God, the terrain. At least that one dug out the terrain. Some of the buildings are like going up and down the terrain. It's really... Alright. So that's in place. Let's go ahead and get our first residential in here. Yeah, so low density North American housing, I think will... You know what? I kind of liked the old, like what I did in City Skylines 1, where you would leave a little bit of space behind the houses and you run a path back there, and it almost looks like a backyard type situation. 5. Yeah, perfect. And we can run a pedestrian path through there. That'll look pretty cool. Or it'll look terrible. It looked really cool in City Skylines 1 too, but equally as cool. We also need to figure out our water. Do we want to use a water pump? Or do we want to pump from the groundwater? 40,000, 20,000 a month, 10,000 a month. So expensive. I feel like the water pumping station just makes... We just don't want to import the water from where we're going to be spitting it. This works right here. And we can just connect that with... let's just use a new lane. Do something like that. Yeah, this is one of the bugs I was talking about with the graphics. You can see the shadow flicker. I actually didn't have that problem a day and a half ago, and their latest update has introduced it. At least on my end. Really weird. Now we just need a doo-doo pump, which we want to go very far away from our city. It looks like down here. Interestingly enough, your sewage pumps don't need a road. So you can just kind of put them wherever. I'm thinking across... We have this little piece of land completely away from here. And then we can actually connect the pipe this way. Interestingly enough, they don't run along the bridges. We have to manually do kind of... I don't know if where you're from, your bridges don't have pipes. A poo-poo pump. A doo-doo pump. Some kind of pump. I'm here to pump you up. Do I have a... I wish I had a sound effect for that. Pump me, daddy. Does this do what I think it does? It does. What are you complaining about? Backed up sewage. I connected ya. Aw. Why is you not working, daddy? I've done something wrong already. Oh, because these didn't actually connect. 'Cause the underground connections are strange. Like, can't tell when you're connected. That should be connected now? Connect, you hunky dories. Did that fix it? Yes, I think doo-doo is now spewing out. Yep, it's a nice, like, orange color. Yeah, great graphic. Water be looking pinky. Ah, I got really bright. Alright. So, as our city is building... Did it, like, reset my... feel like textures aren't loaded. So I feel like maybe it's just that tree just what is happening? Oh yeah, we're getting some serious glitches. All right, hang on a second. I knew I went crazy. So the fix is to knock this down to like a different setting. Let it apparently freak out, and then turn it back up to whatever you're basically forcing a reload of. I should eventually fix it though. Better? God, the stream tanked when I did that too. It's like my computer's like, what are you doing? Alright, so we've got our first little neighborhood coming in. What do you mean high rent? No one even lives here yet. Who lives here? Who lives here? The Velazquez family, well there's our problem. Complains about high rent. Come on. We'll see how this works, or looks. We don't have the really cool pathing options that we had in City Skylines 1 yet. I'm gonna snap to... One is the one that I put this like dead. Okay, that would work. I know one of these will let me do it, damn it. Maybe not. We were just stuck. So the option, if I don't want to do this little path, which are they're kind of weird looking. We do have like the pedestrian road. Pedestrian street. We could run behind there. It's like a little promenade. I don't know. Here's the shadow flicker talking about. Oh, we got people moving around already. This dude's on a motorcycle. Huh? Who are you? Yasmin Raleigh is homeless. Wow. I guess I make sure we didn't pick the San Francisco map, right? Got homeless people already? Okay, let's get some industry going. God, that's really hard to see. Dear God, turn that off. Whatever filter that is, really abysmal. So maybe here. Here. Okay. We want to get some commercial stuff up too, so I'm thinking like we'll have like a few corner stores or something down here. Why that's so bright either. Wouldn't mind having Hey, here we go. Tiny village. Nice. We got $600,000 unlock token and 3 zones. Pretty cool. This is all new to City Skylines 2, the way you level up and unlock things, which is so because I want to make our city around a roundabout. I'm going to take roundabouts first. Normally I would advise you to take advanced roads because that unlocks a lot of control over your traffic. But we're going to do roundabout specifically so that I can stick the humongo bout. Humongo bout. Smack dab right there. That's gonna be like the center of town. Eventually. If we ever make it that far. The center of town is there. I think that'll look pretty cool. I think that'll be pretty neat. We want to get some shops in. this zone over here could be... God, that filter is so bright. I can't see with it on. And this game has no brightness settings, it's so weird. Where do we want our shops? Facing the main road, or do we want them facing... I say we make them face the main road. And then put the parking behind them? Oh, you having to report people already? Oh, the bot, yeah. And then I do think we're gonna stick to having some corner stores. Little 4 square corner shops to mix in with your residential. We'll see how those grow, what they look like. That'd be kind of cool to have like little convenience stores within walking distance of people here. And what squares do we need to unlock? I know we need this one because this is our residential's growing this way. We've got... Yeah, I mean, I think we'll just buy that one for... Hold on to them, they're not gonna... So, how did we want to do this with the path? Map to going inside. We line this up. And then turn back. Oh god. So that's what the pedestrian paths look like in this game. If you zoom out, they look really bad. They look like just a little gray pavement. But if you zoom in, you can see it's actually like a textured path, which looks good. But I was thinking like we could run that along here and then maybe put some bushes or something alongside. The other option is the pedestrian street, which looks something like this. So it prioritizes pedestrians walking, but emergency vehicles can go down it if they need to. I think it would look better if we use this path and then put trees along the side, as opposed to just a big ass pavement. Get out of here. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Should be able just to run that. We can put a cross. Left. Oh, our cat is going crazy. You can add a crosswalk, which we'll actually want to do on the side. There we go. And then, so the way trees work in this game is different as well. You don't just plant them for decoration, you plant them as saplings and they have to grow because of the way the wood industry works. So what kind of tree do we want back here? I wish we had cypress trees. Those would look really cool. But all we have really is spruce, birch, and oak trees. Oak trees are huge, way too big for what we're trying to do back here. Pine trees might work, although they're going to be more tall. I think these spruce trees would look cool. And this is where everybody wants a frickin' line tool. Because otherwise I gotta do this. This is gonna look really good, yo. I'm not gonna lie. This is like a really good idea I had. Man, so what'd you do on stream today, Alpha? I put a shit ton of trees in an alley. Ah! Oh, that was an autosave. I thought my game exploded. But when you plant them, you see how they have this little blue circle around them? That's the radius that they will be when they're fully grown. So nothing can encroach on that radius. So like if I try to, put trees like really close together like you used to, you can't anymore. It has to have room to grow. Which is kind of cool. I, like a lot of the other content creators, wish there was a toggle for decorative trees that say, like, if you plant a decorative tree, you can't harvest it for wood because it's a decorative tree. But at least that way you could plant them fully grown to decorate. Otherwise, we're gonna have to wait like several in-game years for these trees to grow, which is cool, if not a little bit annoying sometimes. I just, like I said, I wish there was a toggle. That way, if you wanted to, let them grow, you could, or if you wanted to speed it up. Look at that. How cool is that gonna? It's gonna take me 10 years to do that on all these properties, but that looks really cool. I quite like that. Why do we have medium density demand? Those the row houses? Get this road straight down. We definitely want a quay wall that I'm gonna have to. Really? Really, game? You couldn't have given me this? This is why I didn't use all of our unlocks right away. Alright, so at least we have this whole waterfront here that we can set up. You're still mad about... Is this the Velasquez's again? No, this is the Keaton. Michael Keaton? Yeah. I read. Newt, where do you want to live? Where's a funky house we can make Newt live? You can actually track citizens in this game, which is really cool. So I'm going to try and find a place for Newt to live, and we're going to follow him. See what happens. How about this 190 Crescent Street? This is the Norris fan. Chuck, you live with Chuck Norris. Denton Norris and his dog, Amarante. I think not. This is going to be Newtman. And we're going to follow Newtman, who is an adult and happy. You're an employee at Teak Stool Company. Like, I hope you're making stools and not processing shit. Because and you're well off. Look at you. Look at you. We'll see what happens. We'll see how far you go in life. So yeah. How'd our little corner stores turn out? Oh neat! It actually makes like little cafes. See, the infrastructure for this game to be really neat is there. They just gotta iron out the nonsense. Stools. Yeah. We got a little pharmacy on the corner? That's cool. Alright, I have a question. Did it turn off? Screw it. I'm gonna turn that on and just go with the... Oh, it looks so much better. Everything's like super detailed now. Although my shadows are like, hey, look at this. Ignore the strobe-like shadows. I just couldn't stand the blurry texture. Alright. So the game really wants more commercial and medium density. But the only medium density we have is row housing. Which are narrow, long row houses. Where would be a cool, like, neighborhood? It would be kind of neat along the waterfront here, but that's going to involve us setting up another quay wall. I did such a great job at the first time. Screw it. Let's just try it. See if we can make this. The other option is to go up enough to get the wall. Then we have to level everything behind it. That just doesn't work. I don't know how you're supposed to... I guess the option would be... How did I go into... Would be to... Lower here, and then that way what you're making is already level. It's like if we go... Okay, I've made a giant cave. Right. Alright. Yeah, it just goes straight down. Rush strength, 10%. Not doing anything. That's weird. Level terrain. I wonder if that little ridge is going to be enough. Do what we're trying to. Maybe? Might be enough. Can you take high enough? Why is there a bunch of hills? Terrain in this game is your enemy. I feel like it was a lot easier to make things properly in City Skylines. Knock you back down to. Yeah, so that's not going to give us wall. That will. Or up to. So we have that down. And how do we level behind it is the question. It won't let you click on the street to level to the... Because obviously we want a zone behind this. There's just a weird hill. Oh, I make you flat. Oh. I got it. I found a corner that was level. Aha! Get wrecked, Terrain Man. Now, we should be able to come in. Make this work to our favor. This is really tedious. You see, like, how ridiculous this is? Of course there. Okay. Need to turn off all of our. There we go. Oh, we're getting somewhere. What? Are you really not gonna level? I hate the terrain. Why you can't just click your road? Oh, it worked that time. Now. They're gonna count as. Nope. Cool. Cat, I in butthole. All right, and we have to go all the way around with this. Gee, God. I think as long as I do it like this, let me build this. Gotta be the most, like, frustrating. Okay. I think that's good for at least now. And we can come back in level. So eventually this will look cool. Why they couldn't have done it City Skylines. We're gonna get a Quaywall DLC. that's the real reason. Alright, we gotta get rid of these. Oh, Bush is underwater. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. Then we want to... I really should have just flattened the whole thing. Annoying as that is. I'm gonna delete this. I don't like having to do this. The game just doesn't handle... I don't know what it's just... I can't really put my finger on it. But the game does not handle auto leveling of terrain very well. It'd be better. As long as we can get zoning off it. Brilliant. See, we have all these like random bridges. See if we can move those out a bit. Okay. Okay. Sycamore. Then our main road. Back up. Here at a 90-degree angle. And let's have it come up and loop around, and then I want to make this road again. Come straight in. Okay. And then our little roundabout trick. Little roundabout trick. There we go. See, look how cool that is. Like, that just looks so awesome. And then eventually we'll finish the wall there. I don't know how we're going to get it up under this bridge, but we'll figure that out. Okay. So I want to do the row housing along here. I think that might look interesting, maybe? I have no idea. So you'll see what I mean about the row house. Get them. Our zoning grid might not be the best. Because what we'll do then is we'll run a street behind them as well. Maybe the 2-lane road without sidewalks. That way people will walk running. What's neat is you can snap to your zone grid. I need to turn that back. That was about to be bad. Oh, did I mess that up over here? Make a road that was like off the ground. I probably did. Oh well. Be okay. So the snapping tools in this game are better. That jack up our grid? It did. I should get the house first. This is going to be interesting. Might look absolutely terrible, but stick with it. Then we can actually run a connection. Go ahead and get that in place so I can come in at a that. See, now that's just cool. Isn't that neat? I'm gonna try and connect. I think it's gonna break that grid. No, that worked. One wrong turn and you're on the water. I mean, you got a fence here. I mean, that'll maybe stop somebody. The detail when you zoom in is phenomenal. Like, the graphics are insane, but it's when you start zooming out. Like, look at the textures! You can see all the, like, that's nuts. That's really freaking good. You start zooming out, and it's like the game doesn't know how to handle, like, what I call build zoom. Like, when you're actually building stuff, it doesn't know what to do. This looks really good, though. I like that. Thank you guys for agreeing with me. Oh, wait, nobody did. Hey, they're using our roundabout that came with. Where's Newtman? Where are you at? You're at work. Oh, you work at the power plant, which is called Teak Stool Company. Oh no, that is an industry. Forgot I built. Got a long ways to go to work, Chief. All right, so we need some more commercial. I'm thinking along this main drag right here, we can get a bigger commercial. I don't want to take up the whole street because we are going to need parking and stuff later on. So, 5, maybe that. Leave some space. I might run another pedestrian path back behind here. And then put some more houses right here. That way it separates the... Try that. Like that. And... pedestrian... You stop for no fin. This will work. Is this the right road? Oh god, I was on the wrong thing. God bless Texas. Oh god, what is happening? Just connect to the damn road, thank you. And then, gosh, we're gonna connect some more houses behind here, and we're gonna leave room for some paths. Something like that. And then we can go back and put like a 2x3 commercial. These other corners. Huh? Yeah, see, this stuff's coming together now. Every once in a while, I'm a great idea. All right, which one is these? Is the stupid one? There it is. I guess we should make it an official, like, crossing. I do like how you can do that, though. Go ahead and just integrate your crossings into the street building. Nifty. How are we on money? Actually, we're not doing too bad. It's because we're exporting the power. Oh, but we don't need nearly as much water. Oh, I can't even... I gotta be a large village before I can do that. We're a ways away. Go ahead and get our... Austrian. What's up, Jay Blue? How you doing, man? How you been? Hope you're doing well. Which was the stupid button that let me... Pedestrian? I don't know. I don't know if there are. I'll build one here in a second and let you know. I'm about to make one right here. Line it up. So this one, no, you just get the marking. The ones at the major intersections, there's not any signs there. You do have pedestrian lights on the big intersections. The walk and don't walk signs. What the f... Okay. Giant crane just came through. We don't need 9 million traffic lights either, but because I unlocked the roundabout first, we don't have access to the street adjustment yet. I need to finish our crosswalk here. Okay, and what tree did I use? It was the spruce, right? The spruce is loose. Well, if there's an achievement for planting trees, boy, ha golly, are we gonna hit it. This is gonna look really good, though, when these trees grow up. I mean, really freaking good. Rocks! Oh no. Why they didn't add a freaking line tool, I don't know. That's gonna be one of the first mods if we ever get mod support. The game is so busted right now, it might be a minute before they integrate their workshop. Can I get one more? Yes. I mean, look how good that looks, though. And that's with the baby trees. When those get tall and strong and can go get a job on their own and have children. No, when the trees grow up, that's gonna look really cool. And I gotta do it for the rest of the village here. We want these houses. How far? I did 5, right? 2, 3. I think. How'd our row houses turn out along the coast? Not good. What are you doing? Huh? Sir, you have zoned on the wrong street. How did that even happen? Well, let's fix that. Watch it zone the wrong way again. Oh, actually, there's no demand for it. But look at the row houses. Oh, and the people walking down. This is exactly what I want. How I wanted this to go. Let's see, that's pretty. It's gonna be pretty cool. It does suck I couldn't get like a straight. If I wanted to sit here for an hour and make this perfectly straight, it would have been really cool, but you all would have fallen asleep before. Why is everyone parking up here? Oh yeah, because you can't park down here, and I haven't connected this road yet. Oops. What was it? It was the 2-lane road without... and then connect you there. Oh, I messed up when I built that road. You see how it's elevated? Damn it. Sorry everybody who was parked there. Your cars are gone. Much better. Yeah, that option I think is gone, Newt, to where the terrain conforms to the road. What? He's preparing for takeoff. What is going on here? Get out of here. There's gotta be a way to do that though, because it doesn't make any sense to not. You can change your elevation step here to make it minuscule, and when you're building your road, if I wish I could, you see the little ramp symbol underneath the two arrows? That's a plus minus 0. That's your elevation change. So if I were to build, you see how it's going down? So if I go there, that means the ending point of that road is negative 0.5% from my starting. That means the road's going down. But how do you make it stay flat? I have no idea. You can go up a step to try to flatten it yourself to where it's only at a 0.2, but it's still not perfect. I feel like there's gotta be a way to do that. Because I think that's the problem with... Appreciate the sub, man. Hey, woo. Oh, I still have it set to the random British guy. That's great. Thank you for that, dude. You didn't have to do that, man. But I think that might be part of the issue is before when you built a road, if you wanted the terrain to conform to the road, you could. And so when you were zoning a hilly district, your roads would just flatten it out as you went along. And then if you wanted to follow the terrain, you could. And so you could make some really cool roads going around the hills and stuff. I can't seem to get that to work in this game for some reason or another. It just doesn't seem to happen. Alright, so we've got our row houses. Do I have day-night cycle on? I do, so it's gonna get dark here and we're not gonna be able to build anything. What kind of buildings is this? Oceanport Pharmaceutical. So let's get another road. But yeah, I agree with you, Newt. There's got to be a way, or maybe there isn't. I would have thought that surely there would have been a way to make the roads, the terrain conform to the roads. Maybe. What we're gonna do in here is have some cool little, almost like cul-de-sacs. What you can do is you can put a little mini roundabout down here at the end. It's kind of like a cul-de-sac. Unfortunately, you can't zone on them because obviously in real life you don't zone around a roundabout. But one of the first mods that's going to come out is to let you zone around these so you can use them as cul-de-sacs. Or there might actually get proper cul-de-sacs. You can still make your own with the curve tool, but I don't know how well that works. Like, you go out 26 yards, 90 degrees, 26 yards, 90 degrees. You have to like delete the first one, right? Or I don't remember how you did this. You have to do something like that, and then it looks really bad. There's a way to make perfect circles. I am not a fan of it. Yeah, unless you make them wide enough, but then they don't really look like a cul-de-sac anymore. if you do it the manual way. I can't remember how you do the manual way either. I think you start with a straight line and then you have to make some curves or something. I don't know. Anywho. I think this will still serve us. And this way we can get some smaller houses. It'll still look pretty. Oh, we have zero demand for housing now. Oh, that's because we want. I guess we should go ahead and zone the rest of our commercial here. We were gonna make paths. Yeah, this game does not handle like the shadows from sun very well. Look at the shadows on the trees up here. I feel like it's a bug with like maybe ray tracing or something, but there's not like a straight ray tracing setting. This is the problem. Like the only way to fix this is to turn shadows completely off, and then the game just looks like it just is awful. So I'm just kind of rolling with it right now. Oh, we've got a weird. I didn't notice that before. Unkalicious. Issues. Like we're getting some really crazy. I know how to fix that. That is a ray down at the. This guy. This guy. There we go. We'll just turn that down. That gets rid of that whole. Actually, a little bit. But you see what I'm saying? Like, look at this. Crazy. Look at the shadows doing just nonsense. Is that the issue you were having, Newt? That was driving you nuts? Like, what in the world would even cause that? It was way worse? Jeez. Oh, the entire oh my god. So it's obviously some type of shadow bug, but where those shadows are, like, what's causing that, I have no idea. And like I said, the only thing I found to totally fix it is to disable shadows. But then the game looks really, to me, it looks really bad. Look at the textures. Oh my god, it just, like, broke everything. What is happening? Everything's, like, super detailed without shadow. Alright, what if we turn the shadows on low? At least we have something. Oh. Yeah, it's still. Golly. I got nothing. Like, for some reason, my trees are like a light bulb. God. The reflection from the sun is so bright. This game has no brightness setting. It's such a design choice. So they want more industry and more commercial. I plop some down. feel like we can do a couple more corner stores right here, maybe? Like it worked. Then go ahead and get some more food down here. Sure, why not? And they could use some commercial as well. What's weird is like one day my combination of graphics settings will be fine, and then the next day it won't be fine. Like I don't get it. It doesn't help that they have like 9 gajillion settings. We do like, well, now it's glitching with the textures again. Dear Lord. Reload the textures. The stream might crap out for a sec. Might be one of the things where but the most obvious area where you can see that it's jacked up is the hedges, the hedgerows on houses. Like, look at this. This isn't even a texture. It's just a bunch of polygons, like, thrown together. It's just awful. The game looks really weird now. And now it's dark. I had this running perfect earlier. That's the stupid part. Alright, we'll let stuff build in through the night. You can't really see a whole lot at night either, because again, no brightness settings. Like even simple like contrast setting you would think would exist. Ooh. What did we unlock? Oh, we unlocked the European. We're actually really close to making. Can I put a tree in the middle of this? Oh, come on. It's like tailor-made to have a frickin' big tree right there. We wanted to make this like a commercial dish. Just fill that whole block in. Well, we've got enough demand, we might be able to get these row houses. Jacked up our grid. Wonder how short you can make the row house. They build there? Oh, they will. Okay. Such a nice, balmy weather. Perfect for playing them. Why are my street lights different? What the hell? Oh, they're different lights altogether. What in the world? It's like the city planner is like, hey, you know what'd be cool is if we just, like, used a different light here. And then it's like, the say, like, then it completely changes to a different light for there, and now we're back to these. In the... So confused. But yeah. half my lights weren't on. Strange things are happening. Changed. How do we want to do? Give them another access. I feel like then they wouldn't use it. You know what? No, we're not. Industry in. Alright, so that's growing in. Oh yeah, people are starting to complain. I've got dead people. Cemetery is huge and expensive. Here's a good place to put them. In the water. Our contour, like a flat area here. I don't want to eat up waterfront property. Like this is almost the best spot for it, but I don't want that to be like in the middle of town. Here we go. You, sir. Make is outside. People, I think, would like to walk. Just give it a normal 2-lane road. Ah, the lights went out. Oh, there's no power there. I've almost got it. Works. Now it's got power. People can get there. Yeah. These services in this game are ridiculously expensive. But we have death care, so go us. We're gonna zone this still. Obviously, I want to keep the row house thing. Go ahead and get those in, and that way at least it's zoned. And then we'll have to come back in behind the way. Our textures are so jacked up right now that I feel like the game needs to start. I just like doing it. But look at that. And then once we have, like, our city grows up, we'll have skyscrapers and stuff. But, I mean, that's going to be really cool. You have an overabundant... Yeah, you think? We're also getting close to leveling up, which the first thing we're buying is the road maintenance, so I can go through and turn off all these damn traffic lights that we don't need. I also need to do the other alley with the trees, but I can't do that. You know what? Let's just go ahead and connect. Like tailor-made. God dang it, I keep doing that. It'd be a fun drinking game. Every time Alpha tries to make a road while he has one of the bendies connect select, freaking take a drink. But the road services also gives us access, I believe, to parking lots, and or that's tucked in the tree as well. And then we can start building dedicated parking spaces and get some of these cars up. We are gonna have to build a trash facility somewhere too. That needs to be up here with the rest of this. Maybe we can get it zoned in back here, but again, we don't own the top. Like, how? Whoever made this map did this on purpose. Like, hey, watch this. We're gonna put the coastline 2 feet past the dotted line, so you can't get it. Like right here, you can't. Nope, you can't build it. You gotta buy the whole top. What is that sky texture? Ooh. Yeah, hopefully we get some more updates that'll fix a lot of these graphic inconsistencies. So I want more commercial and industrial. Still have this area, this whole filled in actually. We just go ahead and get some more across the street, and it's just gonna be all. Necessarily want everything to be zoned onto the main road either. I like the idea of running these pedestrians back behind. Except not in that case, because it completely jacked up the grid. Oh, I guess you have to zone it first and then build it in. What I wanted to do, I wanted to have it zoned off the pedestrian street, but because we're gonna need a parking lot. Well, these little neighborhood shops are kind of cool, though. I like how the game actually recognizes I'm doing that. Texas Tailors. Oh, I gotta get the path in both of them. I wonder if I can just connect it to the other one. Oh, I can. Thank you, God. Oh, well, that just sped up that whole process. Nice. Now I just gotta get him. Very large. You know what? We're gonna keep that tree. It's like a full-grown oak tree. 2,000 wood. We're also very close to leveling. Hey! We got 2 unlocks and 4 tiles and $700,000. What do we unlock? Taxation, medium density housing, education and research. That's this is good, so we can see if we can just gain. What's cool is look at the breakdown. Like you can tax based on like individual productions, which is crazy. And like what you can do, like say you build an oil industry and then you want oil buildings to spawn next to it, you go down to petrochemicals and crude oil and basically eliminate the taxes to encourage people to move in. So when you zone it, those buildings will spawn and then you can bump it back up, and now you've got like industry zoned the way you want to. It's kind of a workaround from the specialized industries that you had in City Skylines 1. It's kind of interesting. But I'm not smart enough, at least I haven't figured this game out enough to go in and start messing with individual tax rates. You can manipulate a lot of stuff in your city with this stuff, and it's like above me. At least right now. Maybe I'll figure it out one day. So yeah, we needed to unlock road services. Oh, and our parking spaces cost too. Ugh. I don't know which one's more important. I feel like I wish I could get both. I'm gonna go and get the parking. At least that way I can start zoning around it, right? Because I was trying to do this. I was trying to save some space here. I think I might actually crank the price up on. Oh, it actually zoned one off the back street again. That's really frustrating. You have to. Fine. Now we've unlocked apartment build. Oh my god, my whole screen is doing freaking combo number. And the apartment buildings obviously start getting a little taller, so we can start developing more of a downtown. Where do we want our downtown to be? I have no idea. All of our houses came in down here. This one's entering the Twilight Zone. What I want to do... Obviously, I don't want all these cars parked on the street. Is these little back alleys, I can go in now and put these parking lots for all these row houses. Eh? Makes sense, right? And then charge people for it, because I'm a dirty devil. Go in at night and pick up the place. Freaking future. Alright. That's about dead center for that row. And then once I unlock the road services, I can force people off the streets. And then, God, the shadows are... Oh my god, this aids. Wonder if I just disable the time scale, it'll make everything go away. There we go. So like if the sun is coming up or going down, the game's like, ah, shadow seizure. But if it's at high noon, you don't get it. It's just not casting any shadows, like at the crazy angles maybe? I don't know. Finish these trees here. All I can see. Oh, we don't have to worry about that anymore. do feel like they were either rushed to release it or they wanted to delay it like they did the consoles and they were told, because the amount of bugs and optimization issues that this game has is way too high. Which is a shame because the base foundation of this game is absolutely amazing. Gameplay, loop, and fundamentals are there. God, that's gonna look. And we have this one random, really, really big oak tree. Here in the beginning. Really wish we had a line to. I am gonna delete. What you up to tonight, Newt? What you got going on, man? Got a really small window to work with on this side of the road. Watching me? Oh. Oh. Well, I appreciate it. Ah, I really do. Like, as crazy jacked up as this game is, I'm loving it. Like, I want to just sit here and play this shit for days. Alright. What do you complain about? High rent. Is higher zone density or different zone? I think it's because the property value might be too high. Might be part of the problem. So where do we want those apartment buildings then? I want to say we could buy this tile right here and have like some apartment. I want to have the row houses go all the way around. Maybe some apartments over here where this commercial zone is. I think they're like. I think. Oh my god. I think that might make more sense. See, why does the grid do this? Like, the grid in this game is straight up stupid. Cool thing about the apartments, though, is you can dictate the height of the building by how big you make the square. So if you want, like, a lower building, don't make it so big. Let's just see. Do like a 4x4. See what that looks like. Still a decent sized building. I was gonna run a path. I should have lined that up. Son of a bitch. Ah! Autosave. I'm gonna put a crosswalk here, but I should have lined that up with the path. Okay, well that didn't. That worked. Can I make a crosswalk right there? So there's actually crosswalk traffic lights. Okay. That's kind of neat. So eventually we're going to make it to where people will park over here and then walk to the shops. Right. I'm still mad I can't put anything in the middle of this. It's like a clickable object for some reason, but you can't decorate it. That upsets me. Once we get an anarchy mod, you'll be able to do stuff like that. Oh, we got this little corner piece that we're not going to zone anything. We can fill that in with some trees. I think we're just going to keep using the spruce. Ah, that's big. Jesus. Fill it in with spry? What's plural of spruce tree? What are we laughing at? What'd I do? What'd I do? Spruce. The spruce is loose, my dude. Yeah. Spruce. So, do I make more paths here? This can be trees. And then we can pedestrian path Yo Mama. There we go. I have options. So that's kind of neat with the pedestrian walkway. And then our zoned area here. I think I've made the area too nice, is the problem. We also need to think about getting a school so we can get our people starting to not be stupid. Would be a good spot for the elementary. It'd be kind of cool to have the elementary school in here. I think that would be kind of neat. Then we can give it its own little driveway. Do this. I need to make sure I have enough room for that path to go behind those buildings. That. Okay. And then, do we want sidewalks? Service and... yeah, we don't want a whole lot of traffic at the elementary. But we want people to be able to walk to... well, how do we want to set this up? Let's just do the pedestrian path. Okay. Then... maybe connect it to the road here. Then that can tie into that other back alley. Then do the same here. Actually, that can just run straight. Okay. See, things are coming together now, homies. That's our elementary school. And for upgrades, you can add a small part or playground. That's actually worth adding. Extensions and a children's clinic. Well, we don't have a hospital right now. It's just health for... I do want to get the play... well, the playground has to be attached to the actual building. Oops. I've made a tactical blunder. Oh, I wonder if I could connect... that would have been neat. Well, we can delete this road for now. And put the playground right here. Oh, and then this road can loop around. Something like that. That's the wrong road. Okay, with this awesome new replace tool, I can just do that. Alright, we've got a school, so that's good. So our peoples will become educated. Go us. And we want more industry and commercial. Oh, there's our apartment building. So that was what, a 4x4? Yeah, that was a 4x4. And that's pretty good. I don't really necessarily want to go too much higher than that. We want to give them some parking. Well, I think, what if we just doubled up the lots right here? Back to back, I can't see it. If that works, and then I can run a path in between them. So, I wonder how big a 5x4 is. I don't have any demand for it, though. It's okay, we'll zone it. And then, if you zone it, they will come. And then we want our houses, some more houses down here. Let's go ahead and... I do really wish you could zone off of it, though. It would be so much. How jacked up does it get if you try to build like a 1-unit road off the round? Like something like that, and then you could zone. I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of having. You could do almost like a cul-de-sac. Sense. The problem is, Newt, but see, I thought the same thing. The pedestrian paths don't connect to the roundabout. It won't make a path. See? The only way to connect them to the roundabout is at, like, the base. Like, right here, it'll connect. But you can't connect anything on the loop of it. It's so weird. Because I would have thought the same thing. Just run, like, a cool little path. Something, but that doesn't work. You can try like the pedestrian, you know, replace this with the pedestrian wall, which I guess, I mean, that would serve the same purpose. But I'm wondering if I should just like do that, and then put another roundabout there. See, I broke the grid. That's the other problem. Oh my god, I like completely jacked up our grid. But why? Oh, now it's fixed? So confused. But now we can zone, like, right there. Is that any better? I don't know. I mean, which way do you think looks better? I mean, the standalone cul-de-sacs or, you know, roundabouts look better, but you can't zone. You have this empty area. I mean, you could fill it in with trees. But even doing it this way, you have the elbows that don't get covered. I need to look up how to make your own again and just do it that way. I guess we could figure it out real quick. What is it? Because in City Skylines 1 you had the units, and so it made it really easy because it was, I think it was 10 by 10 by 10. You start with like a straight line, and then you start doing curves. 2, this. Something like that. And it's not perfect. And you get, you know, two unit zones. I mean, look how much more space that takes up than those. That's the other part. And then you have this huge, like that wouldn't even fit in there. I don't know. You have a little corner shop down here by the elevator. I really do like having these little corner stores. I saw a YouTube video about it. Made me interested to see if it actually worked, and they actually do. Where are you at, New? Oh, you're at home. Still educated. Good. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Just grayed out. You probably drive this yellow thing, knowing you, right? How bad the textures are on that. Ah. Oh, I should probably make a new save. This will be called Stream City. Oh yeah, you're right. You're inside watching me. Except the city has no internet yet. Right? Okay. So that's working. I need to run that alley along the back here. Did it again. Take a drink. There's like some kind of crazy hill here, isn't it? I can't. Okay, got that alleyway in. Need to figure out how to get parking in there now because I put an elementary school. Way to go, Alpha! You freaking genius. I suppose we could put a small parking lot here and another small one there. Might work. That fits in. Our terrain is so jacked up down here, though. Go ahead and connect our road. Please don't break my grid. Alright, that worked. Well, eventually we'll just fill this all within the trees, you know. Alright, go back through. that. And then I don't want to connect it to the junction, but what I'll do is, because we have a crosswalk here, is I'll put a pedestrian path. Something like that. Go. Okay. Then I was gonna put a parking lot there. Or I just planted a bunch. Now you all pay me $1 million to park. Ah. Look at me go. Quite the city. Still want more. Where did I click? I want more commercial. This was going to be and more industry as well. We haven't unlocked the special. Yeah, our God, the area is so terrible. That way. I think I will eventually put the harbor right here. Build it. Nice zone underneath. Shoreline? Find out. Oh, there's a water source here. Oh well, we're not gonna use. Street buildings in. A really big wall. God. That's the other weird thing about City Skylines 2 is there's no water source option. It's like, I had a lot of fun in City Skylines 1 making like man-made lakes and then building like neighborhoods and stuff around it, and you can't do that in this. It's really upsetting. I guess that's supposed to be a fountain and it just doesn't work. I still want so much commercial. Put a gas station or something on the corner here. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that earlier. I missed the mods from City Skylines 1. I think they were called rural service buildings. And they had, you know, like a volunteer fire department or something that was really small and had a small service area. Those were quite neat. It's because they redesigned the way services work in this game. You're only meant to place them, you know, very few. Like, because they cost so much and are so big, they cover a big area. So, like, this whole area could probably deal with just one service. Whereas in City Skylines 1, you had to put them down quite frequently, but they weren't nearly as costly. Yeah, its cemetery is very large. The odd thing about the cemetery, too, is that it's an asset and not a drawable area like the landfill or your industry. Seems like a weird choice. Like, I feel like you should be able to draw out your cemetery, and then you could have, like, dynamic-looking, burial plots. Like, that would be kind of neat. But no, it's just a straight asset. It's weird. Like, this part's fine. Like, the building and the parking lot, that's cool. But this whole part behind it, you should be able to draw. Speaking of, we still need a frickin' garbage plant. Shit. Crap. That's not good. I don't know where to put that. Looks like terrible. Maybe like in the middle of the trees here? Like our landfill. Look how big that is. A single grave, a 1x1 unit square. Yeah. I don't know where we should put our landfill. Like, I honestly want to just... How many points does it take to get... I might just, when we level up here in a second, I'm just going to get the incinerator and not deal with the landfill at all. We're just going to bypass it altogether. And everybody still wants commercial like crazy. Oh, I got some more apartments coming in. I do like how responsive your demand bars are in this game, though. They're very dynamic. As soon as you do something, you can see the bars react. I do like that. And them splitting up the densities for your residential is nice too. It's quite the neighborhood in here, not gonna lie. Civ 6? Holy crap. Trying to figure out what we should put, like, in front of the school. Like, that'll be a really cool place for a park once we unlock them, I think. Out me like that. Yeah, get wrecked. You're the only one here. I got to. That looks a bit hunky, wonky, weird, doesn't it? That's a bit better. Yeah, the grid is weird in this game. It didn't give me any zoning off of that side of the street. At all. Like, why? Yeah. It's frustrating. Yeah. The weird thing is, though, that's flat. That is a flat zone. Oh well. We'll put a park or something in there. Eventually, it'll be alright. Well, there's our apartments coming in, nice. And I'll run an alley back through here. How is that gonna look? That'll be good. Hey, large village, hell yeah. $800,000, 3 points, 5 tiles. Oh, we've unlocked some of our industries. We'll be able to see our resources now. Oh, I can grow chickens. Newt will be happy. Oh, what are you doing, game? Oh, right there. Alright, where are our resources? And naturally, I've built on top of the only fertile land we have. Literally the only fertile land we have on this entire island, I've built my frickin' village on. Why you can't see this at the beginning, I don't frickin' know. So our closest option for farming then is here. Ugh. Lord help me God. Okay. Well, actually. Oh my god, what is this? These graphics. Alright, this is 1, 2, 3 tiles to get there. That's a much bigger area. And we've already got the bridge. This makes more sense if we go this way. So we'd buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles, and we can unlock 10. We want to get into our farming. We need to unlock the rest of our island. Feel like... Oh, really, we should unlock this. Do this. It's 10 of 10. We'll do 8 of 10 in case we need... What if I've made a lewd figure? My graphics are so bad, like it keeps janking up the textures. I apologize. Alright, and then I was gonna draw in a pedestrian path there. And we can spruce the place up a bit. Ah, see what I did there? Still want to put a tree there, you stupid game. You can snap to roads? Huh? Oh, we leveled up. Incinerator. For the love of God, buy the incinerator plant. And then I think we desperately need road services. Beautiful! What is this intersection? Oh, it's because that's a 4-lane and that's a 2-lane. I've made a mistake. That looks terrible. Ugh. Can I make that an asymmetrical? Does that make that in? How do you flip the direction of the... There's gotta be a way to switch that. I want the extra lane on the right side. Not right there. There has to be a way to flip it. Bueller, anybody? Alright. Our incinerator can go down here. It'll also produce some extra electricity for... Oh my good God almighty! I didn't realize I was building... Holy shit! Okay. That costs $1 million. Fuck it. It'd get you beamed? I don't know. Tater fell asleep, so I don't think you'll get banned. Okay. Which wouldn't like it? Oh. You're gonna make a bad joke about an incinerator. Extra furnace. Garbage truck depot and a storage extension. Well, at least we have a garbage service. God, that building was huge. Let's finish off our apartments right here. I do like the way these look. And then that zoned off of this street and took away... Dear God. This will be commercial. How are we doing? Is anyone going to school? No. Waiting for an ambulance. We don't have... I don't have a hospital. Probably should have built a medical clinic. They're just so expensive. $105,000 a month. We want to kind of center the city, though. I think right here it can cover both. I'm gonna have to get police and fire in as well as our road services building. But now at least I can go through and turn off some of these traffic lights that we don't need. I know there was some more. Really? That was the only one? I could have sworn we had traffic lights all over the damn place. Oh, I gotta fix this parking problem. I can do that in a minute. We don't need a traffic light. Do we want one on the back alley? I don't feel like we need one in each of these junctions. Although maybe we do. I don't think we need one here. This one might stay. Yeah, we don't need traffic lights out here. I know that. Don't need one there either. Alright. Cool thing about this game, though, is you can add your own... Remember how in City Skylines 1 you had different roads with trees on them? In City Skylines 2, you can kind of make your own. So, like, if I don't want people to park here, I take the parking spaces away and make them grass. Right? So now I have grass on the side, and then I can come back in and add trees. Now, I wonder if I can add my own tree. No, it won't. So why is there a snap to road feature for trees? I don't get that. But you come in like this, and now I've got the roads with trees on the side. Right? And it kicks all the people parking. Outside of the road, yeah. But why it snaps to the middle of the street, I don't quite understand. There's no parking here, folks. I'm gonna have to park in my parking lot. Pay all kinds of money. Don't seem too keen on doing that, though, do they? I think it's a nice little touch of decorating your roads yourself. And then those trees will grow as well. Kind of a nifty touch. But these people who live down here have now decided to park all the way up here. Even though there's two parking lots. I wonder if I should run... Well, they can cross. No, these don't connect. Huh. They can cross. They're fine. Oh, that's the problem. Shit. This is the street with no sidewalk. Although it's not stopping Homeboy. Oh, so they still walk on it, there's just not a sidewalk. I thought it was like preventing people from walking. Oh, here come all the cars. Oh god, everyone decided to move their vehicles. Here they all come. Oh my god, it's like a conga line. Yes, everyone to my high-priced parking garage. Where it's $50 to park your car. Oh, what is... Come on. Hey, what are you doing? This isn't a turnaround. What is happening? Oh, they've killed that man. Cliff Thatcher is dead. What is going on in here? It's like Cirque du Soleil parking lot. Oh, look at that thing. It's really fast. It's got flames on it. Right. And we never did think of a name for our town either. Something other than Odenville. Yeah, nobody... I was hoping we'd have a few more people so we could kind of like vote for or have some more ideas. Bands. It was quite the way to start off my first stream back in like 4 months, though, right? With having to ban 2 people. Oh my god, come on, you cannot relate Greg Oden to my City Skylines 2 playthrough. Now I want to play basketball, you son of a bitch. I'm so close to getting my 93 overall Carmelo Anthony in my team. So close. Yes, excellent, excellent. Everyone in. Excellent. Stream's over. Oh my god. I mean, I've been on for 2.5 hours. It could happen. Damn. No, you're playing Civ, though. I don't want to kick you off. I wish you could see me smiling. Custom roster for 2010. We don't need a custom. They got all the rosters in there. Oh, what has happened here? Damn it! Oh, we've got car wrecks. This guy is in the building. He's on fire. We don't have a fire department or a... Oh my god. Yeah, there's a good bit. Ah, shit. Alright. We don't have fire or police. This is bad. This is bad. Get the fire department again somewhere where it's kind of centralized. Maybe here on the main drag. And we need a police department. We need to put the police station down here. Services are so expensive. I was supposed to be setting up our industry down there, and instead I got sidetracked. So we've got this intersection here. Needs to be a different interchange, but I don't have those unlocked. But what's it cost me to get intersections? 8 points. Well, I didn't think that through. No surprise there, right? Like, I know you can make your own. Do something like that where it's X one way. I'd have to make a whole nother rig. I'm screwed. I royally screwed myself. Yeah, I know. I screwed myself. Kind of stone mining is what we've got. Ugh. I might have boned us, guys. All because I literally built my town on the... And I don't have access to ore mining, and I've also built the giant incinerator on top of it. Do we have forestry? Why did I click that? That was stupid. No, we don't. Well, I can make some farmland. Where? I feel like we could do our stone in here. Maybe. This is just gonna look really weird. I don't know what else to I'm gonna place another. This is gonna be really freaking weird looking. And bad. This has got to be the weirdest rock mining operation. Hey, Grand Village. Boy howdy, we needed that $1 million. Did I just say boy howdy? I did. Get that in there, so okay, so that's running. So all four, yeah, I couldn't even get, I still can't get to intersection. I at least would unlock the highway ramps. I could make my own that way. Golly gee willikers. Right? This city's a real hootenanny. Is there anything else that we're missing that we could really jump on? Alright, at least now I think we're going to be making... Yeah. In stone you use whenever you're building stuff for construction, so now that we're making our own, that should help a lot. Oh, the poo pile's getting bigger. The services is really killing us, though. I unlocked buses and parks. I need to put down the road maintenance depot. Maybe that could fit. What is this? Excuse me, game? Okay. Sure. Well, that's gonna be kind of awkward to place that, isn't it? Yep. Oh, what in Gay Nation? Pinched my road. You did something. What road is this? 4-lane? That's connected again, and we don't have that weird... Put my road maintenance here. Good. Maintain the streets. My maintenance homies. Alright, what do we have for... Here we go. Highways. I can make the Golden Gate Bridge. Fantastic. At least now, though, I can make like an actual frickin' exit ramp, right? So that's good. Where we'd put the exit. Maybe up here. I have to make my own. Can I edit this? Mayhaps? I don't know how I would do that. I have to use like a 2-lane road or something to replace. Like I could replace here, and that extra lane it's making split off. The traffic this way could get here. Problem is traffic coming this way. They don't have a way off the... Fudge. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think of is to delete this whole thing here and try to make my own. And I just don't think I have the the mental capacity to try to make that work. I really don't. Oh, we have demand for office building too. They're really simple. I don't know, trying to make the curves and stuff I struggle with. We wanted to get people off of this street, didn't we? Use the parking lot, chief. I can give a double wide sidewalk. Let's do that instead of the trees on this, because this is like a back alley. There we go. Use the parking lots, you... Where's... What the hell is this? Oh, it's like a little gas station. Huh. Neat. We actually have demand for like low income, super high density housing. Like it should be trashy. The thing is, they don't last very long. High density residential demand, this stuff right here. This counts as high density, but it's low rent housing, and people live there until they get get educated and get smart, move out, then eventually it gets condemned. I guess we could throw a couple. Yeah, that should... Still need some. What is this filter? Oh, that's our customer bubble. No customer. Okay. So the green commercial suitability, but our colors say there's no customers anywhere except for like. What are all these people then? We do need some more commercial down this end of town. I think maybe a couple mom and pop shops along the way here would be okay. Maybe tuck in a little store. Why not? Why not? I love what we did with these trees. Oh, this oak tree is kind of bothering me. Like, it's cool because it's an original tree. He made a doodle. That reminds me of the Simpsons movie where it's like, girls might see my doodle. We're gonna delete this tree. It was bugging me. Sorry. Yeah, really cool. Oh, autosave. Check Discord. That's a great doodle. That is a fantastic doodle. Mine doodle! No, no. I appreciate your doodle. Alright, so how about we get the interchange done and then we'll stop. How about that? Sounds like a good idea. What I'm gonna do though is pause, save, before we completely destroy our connection to this side of the map. Let me open Newt's doodle on the other side. Okay. So I feel like we should just delete. Obviously, some of this we can keep. We just need to switch this from a trumpet to a clover. Right? Let me move it so I can delete it. Oh, delete it all. Okay. Alpha is going to regret this. And before I accidentally delete the power lines. Alright. So. I wonder what I should build first then. The bridge going over, because then everything's going to have to connect to that. Three-lane two-way. No, we want to... Because we are going to have to add in turning lane. We can do that later. So, this road is the one that's flat. Actually, we are going to delete the power lines. We can fix this later. That'll be on the ground. Yeah, it's going to be this one. Which this is a 2-lane one-way, and then he's got, yeah. I can do that. This like right here. Thing like this. I love the parallel road tool. It comes in handy. Oh, I can't. Oh, I have to do it. Hold that thought. That was the wrong street. That's fixed. We can adjust that later. Alright, so we've got that done. 2 lanes that go over the top, yes. Which is going to be the same thing. Parallel road tools. I think we can go up 30 feet. Will give us clearance. Clearance. Okay. So how long should I make the bridge? Assuming something probably like that. Oh, god damn it, I did it again. Fuck! Sorry. There's that. Overlead. So that's got a loop. Let's get... this can... Okay. We have the meats. No. How do I do... Wish you could move it. I really do wish that was a... Gotta get out of here. Yeah, the leaf thing. Yeah, I know that. But to get the lanes right... There's a way to set this up that you have the extra lane. I think it's like that. Like that. You know, one-way ramp. How do I make a circle? not look right. Okay. Does that look okay? I think it does. And here. Do that. But they're not the same! Ah! My OCD! I've made a pair of balls to go with my interstate. Awesome. We'll call this the ball change. And I'm assuming we just do the same thing. That was the wrong angle to try that. Why is this one so... Got measurements that show up on... Yeah, but I don't remember what the measurements were. I don't even know how I got that one to start right. This one's just not playing nice for whatever reason. Same with this one. Too close to the overpass? How did I make that first one freaking... Yeah, I don't know how the curves only work at 90-degree angles. Yeah, that doesn't... That... Janky shit. I've somehow made this worse. just can't figure out the curves. Same reason I can't make freaking. I've made a butterfly. Look at me go. Alright, then we need our main road on this end of town. Yeah, that's a good point. What? Oh, these things. Right. Right. I do love how they made it so easy to do the lane mathematics in this. Need to give that a bit more space so they can merge. Okay. I think that's functional now. You just want to draw in. Put a divider in. There we go. We've done it. No traffic lights there. Hey! It looks awful, but it works, I think. Now I just need to reconnect our power lines. Add to fit. And then we should be able to next week get our farming set up. Nice. So yeah, I think I'll go ahead and save here. And before I override my other city by accident. So what have we done? Too bad. We got all this residential stuff in here. Started getting our Riverside row housing in. That looks pretty cool. Got some subdivisions back here. Managed to get some apartment buildings and commercial in. Our basic industries, fire, police, health. We got an elementary school in. And we got our basic stone production to help with construction costs. Incinerating all of our trash. Oh, nice. So we're ready next Friday. I'm not going to touch this off stream. Next Friday, we'll be setting up our specialized farming industry, which will be grain farming for right now until we level up again. Grain farming, which will help, and we've also unlocked forestry, which we have a fairly decent amount of trees over here, so we might unlock these tiles, make this a forestry area. But our next episode will definitely be diving into our industries to see if we can start maybe putting a dent into our money. We were close to making money until we had to plop down our services, and those are just so expensive. They're very, very expensive. So yeah, I feel like that's a great start to our city. I hope you guys had fun. If you want to, like I said, eventually, hopefully the next day or two, I'm gonna get this posted onto YouTube. If you want to go back and watch it again, Twitch might have the replay as well. I can't remember if I have it enabled. So yeah, let me tab over to screen. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out again. I appreciate it.